This is Mountain Retreat, a painting by Bob Ross. And one of you guys in my Discord suggested I should try and do my own version of it. And spoilers, but it kinda changed a fair bit by the end. Unlike the last two landscaping things, I don't have the perfect stock music for this, so pick something, me from a little bit in the future, while I start working on the mountains. Things are gonna look rough for a little bit, but you'll see it start to come together. Now let's add some highlights at roughly where they're at in the painting. This might look a little weird, but if you remember from the painting, before we get to where the trees and stuff are, there's actually an area of kind of a orangey pink fog, and that's what we're doing. But now that that's set up, it's time to do the sky layer that'll go behind the mountains. This part will go by super quick because it's just a quick smearing of a couple colors that we'll come back and touch up here in a little while. You'll notice we just cut back to the previous mountains, and that's because we're going to erase a few bits of it away and use that for our reference on where to start doing the background trees. Now that line at the top is actually a line I measured using my thumb while looking at the original Bob Ross painting. It was there to give me a rough idea on how high the trees needed to be. Once the trees had finally taken shape, it was time to hit them with some coloration. Just two different shades of green, because they're going to be pretty far off, so you're not going to get much detail. That done, it was time for the next layer, which is where the differences from the original painting are going to start to become more noticeable. Due to a combination of skill, different meeting, and accidentally different canvas sizes, I couldn't quite get all the detail that Ross did in his painting, and after trying and failing to get it to look right, which I edited out, I decided to omit the little cabin. Now the water is going to look really rough, but it's just there to get the basic colors in, and then we'll smooth it later, you'll see. And like with the water, these taller trees are also going to look really rough until the end result. Also, you may or may not see me flick to the original reference image. I'm not sure if I got every single frame that I came of it cut out, but I tried to. And I know, this looks like a squiggle monster, but trust me, it'll look a fair bit better in a little bit. And the last layer we're going to do is a little bush in the foreground. In the actual painting, this was kind of just another lump of ground with grass on it, but I didn't realize that until I was halfway through doing the brush. So I just went with it. But now is where things start to get fun. GIMP. Where we're going to combine the layers and make stuff look actually good. That is, of course, after we cut out all the white. The first thing we're going to really do is fix the sky layer with the smudge tool. We're also going to take the smudge tool to the base of the mountain where that fog was. Then, we're going to hit the mountain layer with the blur filter, and do the same to that background layer of trees, and a slightly lower level blur filter on the taller trees. Now we can fix the water like I said I was about to with, yet again, the smudge tool. We're going to swap to a different brush and mix it up a little bit more. And now we have some decent looking water. We're going to add a very slight blur filter to the layer with the water and grass, and then merge everything together, duplicate the new layer, and hit everything with an oilify filter, which will need a little bit of fine tuning for its settings. Then we're going to selectively erase a little bit of the oilified layer for the regular pixel art layer under that. Now all that's left is just a very tiny tweak to the hue chroma.
And we are done.
And here it is. If you like this, please hit the associate button and the subscribe button for my ongoing madness.